let's bring in Judge Jeanine Pirro, co-host of The Five. So all of this, Judge, is to wrap around the idea that Hunter Biden lied on federal gun purchasing form while he was under the influence of illicit substances. Gun store employee Gordon Cleveland testified saying, quote, Cleveland said he gave Biden the form while Biden gave Cleveland his passport as a form of identification. Cleveland also testified that he was 2 feet from Biden as he filled out the form. He further testified that he personally saw Biden fill out question 11E, which asks whether he was an unlawful user of or addict to drugs, with Cleveland saying he personally watched Biden check the no box. I mean, that's a Fox News quote from Wednesday. I mean, it sounds like a slam dunk.
You think? I mean, you know, this is so incredible. Rarely does a prosecutor have the sound from the audio book that Hunter Biden actually recorded, where he talks about how he's using drugs and crack cocaine, how his life is messed up. But not only that, we've got a laptop that comes in, which pretty much calendars what he's doing when he's buying drugs. And then you've got the witnesses who say he actually signed this form 2 feet from me. So everything that Abby Lowell, who's a very competent attorney, the defense attorney for Hunter Biden, is saying is like going by the wayside. Because Abby Lowell said, well, you know, this guy, Cleveland, he was a salesperson. He wanted to sell that gun to Hunter. The only problem is, it's clear on redirect that Cleveland didn't make any extra money if he sold a gun or didn't sell a gun. He said, I make the same money. So you've got the defendant's own voice, you've got the defendant's own laptop, you've got the girlfriends, the ex-wives, and the other girlfriend or the brother's widow. Everybody's putting this all together, the circumstantial evidence, the direct evidence. And Abby Lowell is trying to say, well, maybe he was talking to another girl and really wasn't doing drugs that minute. But Zoe says he was doing crack cocaine every 20 minutes. So, I mean, this is as direct as it gets.
I mean, in a case of you can't make this up, as I mentioned at the top of the hour, Judge, great to have you here. Roll tape on the media and Biden himself claiming this laptop, where all this evidence is coming from, was disinformation.
This is just classic textbook Soviet-Russian tradecraft at work.
This laptop that intelligence officials have warned is likely Russian disinformation.
Ongoing Russian disinformation effort.
It is so obviously a Russian operation.
You still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation and a smear campaign, like you said?
Yes. God love you, man.
The media and the president just ate that narrative up, Judge. We all remember those moments.
They didn't just eat it up, Sandra. They created it, okay? We know that Anthony Blinken was the person who rounded up those 51 alleged intel agents and said, we need something for Joe Biden to say at this debate with the president, with Donald Trump. But the thing that's so disturbing here is that has caused Americans to lose faith in our institutions and in the CIA and in Clapper and in the Justice Department. Now, this is a central piece of evidence by the same Department of Justice. And let me tell you how easy it would have been to confirm that laptop. All you do is take one of those emails and say to one of the people who received it, did you ever write an email to Hunter Biden, or did he ever send you an email? This could have been confirmed in a minute. And the New York Post did it. They weren't afraid of defamation lawsuit because they knew it was real.
Yeah, everybody's talking about, oh, this is Hunter Biden's laptop now. It's almost like they got split personality disorder. The media. Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you about this, too, because this is development for President Trump. Georgia Court of Appeals has put on hold anything dealing with the Fani Willis case until after it considers the entire case, which could delay this Georgia court case for a long time. Steve Sadow, defense attorney for former President Trump, wrote this: the Georgia Court of Appeals has properly stayed all proceedings against President Trump in the trial court pending its decision on her interlocutory appeal, which argues the case should be dismissed and Fulton County DA Willis should be disqualified for her misconduct. If the president ever sees the inside of a courtroom, it won't be until at least March or April of next year.
Right, because the appellate court, as you say, John, is ruling on the, as you call it, interlocutory appeal. It means that they took this from the trial court, the decision of Judge McAfee, and said, this has to be reviewed by another court. So the appellate court is not going to take this out of turn. They're going to take it in their normal schedule, and they're not going to get to it until that time, based upon its where it is on the calendar. So essentially, there will be no trial of former President Trump in Georgia before the election.
Huge. Judge, good to be here.
Oh.
I said huge. Did you not catch on?
Yeah, I did.
Huge.
Great to have you here, Judge.
Thank you.
You're
We'll see you
huge,
again
Judge.
soon.
That's why we love having you with us every day.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.